is falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to.
You know I've never felt this weightless. If anything, it's you that caused this. When I keep falling through my heart cracks, it's you that turns around this whole mess. I try to fight my way through darkness. If anything, it's you that stopped this. When I'm surrounded by the heartless, it's you that turns around this whole mess.
Distant thoughts are getting high. Head feels heavy and I'm blurry-eyed. That's all I know. The pace feels fast. I mean it. Without you here, I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? If my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealing. But the storm has come before the calm. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? From my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. Living by the wayside, distant thoughts are getting high. Head was heavy and I'm blurry-eyed. That's all I know. The pace feels fast. I'm eating without you here. I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? From my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. Wonder where you are tonight. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? My mind's in an eternal fight. Wonder where you are tonight. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealing. But the storm has come before the calm. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? From my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes.
but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to.
You know I've never felt this weightless. If anything, it's you that caused this. When I keep falling through my heart cracks, it's you that turns around this whole mess. I'm trying to fight my way through darkness. If anything, it's you that stopped this. When I'm surrounded by the heartless, it's you that turns around this whole mess.
Heavy and I'm blurry-eyed, that's all I know. The pace feels fast, I'm eating. Without you here, I feel so alone. Energy still depleted, trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? From my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight, I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. Wonder where you are tonight. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? My mind's in an eternal fight. Wonder where you are tonight. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealed. But the storm has come before the calm. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? From my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. Oh,
If anything, it's you to stop this. When I'm surrounded by the heartless, it's you that turns around this whole mess. It's you that turns around this whole mess. It's you that turns around this. You know I've never felt this weightless. If anything, it's you that caused this. When I keep falling through my heart cracks, it's you that turns around this whole mess.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to week 3 of the CVL. Starting off here, I am your boy Funny Man. Joining me today is Muted. We are your guys' duo for casting today, and we're super excited. This is going to be great. Gameplays here today. I mean, we're another Mortal game, right, Pierce? So we're starting off the week big strong. It's going to be Hawaii versus Purdue. I mean, what do you think, Pierce? What do you think we're going to see out of these two teams?
Yeah, I think it should be a good match overall. I mean, both teams are 2-0. I think it's going to be very interesting how it plays out. Hawaii has beaten San Jose and then UC San Diego. Purdue's beaten San Diego State and DePaul. So both good wins, but I mean, the thing I'm most interested in is, Hawaii beating SDSU, right? I think Hawaii qualified the first weekend of the WCS. They defeated the reigning champions, already out of the gate week 1. I mean, granted, it is only the first week, and I'm sure SDSU is still adjusting. We did see a little bit of, slow start from them last week as well. So I think Hawaii looks like a really solid team. But so does Purdue as well. And they, like I said, they take down San Diego State and they took down DePaul. They're both 2-0. We're on Ascent this week. I mean, this map always brings out close battles. I mean, towards the end of our playoffs, we had some Ones that weren't so one-sided, but when this map came out and people are getting used to it, it brought a lot of hot matches. So I think this one could potentially go for a few rounds.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a real like great, probably almost even match. I would say. It all depends, right, on the players. In Ascent, we've seen those teams. It's one of those maps again where it's either defender or attacker sided. For some teams, I know some teams they would say it's ET sided here, but it just depends. We've seen teams go off on the aggression and see teams go off on the defense. So it's all going to
Yeah.
really line up to what the teams are going to be really feeling here today. But I don't know. I kind of want to favor Hawaii in this one just because the dominance that they showed, even during the WCS, as the CVL has been going on as well, they've been really dominant in everything that they do. They've been looking well. They've been on point. So I mean, they're looking good. That's all I can say. Really, it's going to be great to see. But we'll see it here. We're on Champion Select. We do have a Brimstone coming in, Pierce. But
Yeah, getting that brimstone, that nice 20-second 20-second smoke, and he gets 3 of them. So yeah, interesting selections out of Agent Select. I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, it's pretty standard. I mean, something I've seen in pro play recently is, the idea of the swap of just going to 1 duelist instead of 2. Traditionally it's been 2 duelists. If you're a little bit too crazy, might get 3 duelists. Don't usually recommend that, but I think pro teams especially finding out that just how valuable utility is in this game. Because it's not like its counterpart, Counter-Strike, where it's compared to that, anybody could buy anything in Counter-Strike. In Valorant, if you need a certain type of ability, like a flash or a smoke, you have to have that agent. You have to have that specific agent to get what you need done, and that person needs to be good with it. So, pretty standard overall here. Mentioned to see though over time if the teams start to adapt to that. But yeah, I mean, I like the Cypher on this map. I think his cameras and tripwires come into quite clutch situations on this. Yeah, Brimstone. I mean, you're seeing, one team here and there that likes to play him. Still, I think people prefer the Omen, just because his maneuverability. I mean, with Brimstone, I mean, you're picking him for his smokes and his ultimate. And he can come clutching with the molly, but Omen just scares people with his ultimate, his smokes, and then he's able to, use his shrouded step to kind of reposition and maybe fake out some people. So
definitely different. I mean, different comps. It's gonna be good. And just, I mean, we're seeing people just rolling with 1 duelist. We're seeing 2 duelists on one side, essentially. Initiators as well, but we're gonna see how the team actually goes here. Still in the waiting phase.
yeah, still an agent. So I don't know if it's like slow loading or if we've got. I don't think anybody's got a toaster PC here, but never know. Could always be Riot servers too, but
It could be. But right now we're just waiting to start here the match on Ascent. Every Chill Motion, Aim Labs, Radiance GG. They've been the sponsors for the CVL. It's been great to see. And I mean, they all provide quality product. We're using HyperX Cloud Core headsets right now. And I mean, everything else is for you guys below. So looks like we're running into a couple things here, Pierce. But yeah, talking more about Hawaii and Purdue. I mean, I don't know. When it comes to Hawaii, their play style was really aggressive. I think from the first times that we saw them, and they've really succeeded in the act of being an aggressive team. When we see them slow down, when you see them just try to actually kind of keep a defensive point, it's not that it's not strong, but it's not as strong as what most would see. It's usually like it's kind of shaky, right? They're able to get some kills, but it's almost like they give up their defense more often than not. But I mean, it's going to be great to see him on the aggression. I'm just wondering, really, on this map of Csun, how it's going to be like when it comes to the defensive rounds and how they're going to be able to execute it well. Because I think that's the biggest difference that we've seen from many teams is that it's almost like every team's only one-sided. We haven't seen a team that's like really good at offense and actually decent or even above average on defense, or vice versa, right? We've only seen teams that are either really good at offense or really good defense.
Right.
And basically, if you're an offense, if you're starting on offense that half, then you're doing good. But if you swap over to defense, and we get to these really close games where it feels like, well, the game's can turn over, and we're gonna see those comebacks come through.
Yeah, that a lot comes down to how side of the maps are, right? I mean, the maps and how they play it's so different from where you and me come from, right? On COD. I mean, in COD we definitely have our our good sides and our bad sides on maps, but I think that plays such a big difference in like a game like Valorant, right? Because if you're on like what's called the good side of the map, I mean, you should be racking up the rounds, right? I mean, it's going to be expected that you'll probably in a 12-round half, you'll probably get, 7 to 9 different, I mean, you get 7 to 9 round wins. Anything I think less than that is probably a win for the other side. I mean, the other side is, they just need to limit their losses and try to put the pressure on so that they can come onto the good side and do their work and, be able to win the game. So yeah, a lot comes down to just how side of the maps are. But then, like the first week we commentated, it comes down a bit to, well, hold on, we commentated Spaghetti there as he takes down 3, finally getting around back on the board for Purdue. But yeah, just interesting to see some of the teams where like the first week casted on Bind, the first 2 matches, the team couldn't even win on their good side. They got rolled. Like both teams, I think, were 10-2. So super interesting to see that. But about that, let's get in the game. Looks like we've already had 2 rounds under the way before this one. Looks like Hawaii went up 2-0, but as soon as the bye round came in, looks like Purdue got on the board and Spaghetti ended off with a nice 3-piece.
Yeah, Spaghetti popping off. Now, guys, we're opening it up here in the new round. If we're looking at the minimap, we do got 2 over to the side of B. It's almost 3 watching mid, and the push might be coming straight through mid. We got the drone coming in, able to recon 1. The real Honcho is able to get 2. Football is able to get another. And now Hawaii is only 2 agents left. It's going to be a 5v2 here.
1 enemy remaining.
Yeah, they've only got pistols. They don't have much left. Honcho trying to go for 4 on the round, but Mikey takes him down. Yeah, I like this play out of Purdue trying to choke them out mid. I mean, we saw, San Jose, which San Jose to me has been the staple team on this map, right? Just especially with how dominant they were, in the CVL Season 1 playoffs. I mean, they absolutely ran this map, and they would usually start on the defensive side, win the game at about 25, 26 minutes, and they would run teams on this map. And one of their biggest things was getting aggressive. Had the, jet player, it was Elvin, would just go up, just, go through catwalk and just completely blow up anybody and everybody mid. So like they're choking out mid here, not letting him, get any sort of pressure. And once you do that, it's kind of easy to find where they're splitting.
It really is. Cold though, open it up with a kill. 1 on, able to get down Cold. Mikey getting the kill on 1 on. Now it is going to be a 3v4 man advantage over to the side of Hawaii as they push on to B. Spike is being planted. Mike tested. Sap's able to get the real Honcho. Spaghetti though, trying to keep the team alive. It's a 2v3. They're trying to get regain here and recapture the side of B. 3 players though of Hawaii are on the bomb. They need to push through the forest. We're drowning out. Testa trying to get information. Able to see 1. Gets the calls out. We're going to get that recon dart sent. That's all up to them.
Yeah, I guess Spaghetti is probably trying to see if they can get a pick here. Thought he might invest his ultimate into this, but yeah, he's not going to drop it there. It's probably smarter that he does it, and they're not sure if they can get the clutch and don't want to waste it. So it's going to be a round back for Hawaii. I think it comes all off a coordinated push towards B. They didn't kind of sit and spread out and lurk like they did last round. I mean, they knew that, They knew that Purdue sent, basically 3 people stacked mid, and they only had 1 on B last round, so I mean, they completely blow up that person on B, get onto the bomb site, get it down. So just a good adjustment coming out of Hawaii.
Yep, great adjustments coming out of the players. It is 2-3 right now in the series. We got a full, if we're looking at it here, so we really got a full lineup when it comes to alts from the side of Hawaii. I haven't seen that in a while. At least the whole team just this early having all of their alts available.
Yeah, you can tell they're farming back and forth. They're getting the ult orbs, and they're killing each other. But looks like Hawaii gets another B push in. Omen players will be back in the spawn. Rod will get taken out, but he should get some valuable intel there. Knows that pretty much the entire team's in the spawn, so yeah, you can tell on the mini map. Yeah, Cold Cuties all alone, unfortunately, with the Empress pop, feeling himself, but doesn't quite get the kill. So now he's going to put his team in a bit of a man disadvantage.
Little bit of a man disadvantage right now, but it is 2v3. We have seen the players of Hawaii, though, absolutely come back. But this is going to be a good regain from them. I know where they're at. Flashbangs coming in. Mikey able to get one, but it gets traded instantly by Alpha. We got the ult coming in from Brimstone. And there we have it, Pierce. That was a good retake. I mean, a little bit more investments that I would like to see. I think they could have just taken that with just straight gun skill, but hey, round goes into the side of Purdue. Now it's 3-3.
Yeah, at least we get the round. I think the round would have gone towards Hawaii if Cold Cutie would have gotten that kill. I know he had the Empress, and if all he had to do is just get one pick and get out, but, still challenging 3 players in the spawn is a little bit rough. Just doesn't get the kill, unfortunately, and that just puts his team in a man disadvantage. And, I think if, Cold Cutie stays alive there, or at least gets the pick, right? I get it as Rain. Get the pick, get out. So if he gets that kill there, I think that round goes differently, but just not able to get the headshot. And
there.
That leaves Purdue able to tie it back up.
Always the best thing there.
Ooh. Yeah, you can tell that pick early on. They are adapting to Purdue's play. Yeah, Artie is ready for that one player sitting mid and just rips him. And Cold Cutie does find another one, so now they're a 4v3, and they might try to rotate this one over to A.
What I did like about Hawaii is that when we've seen them play, they really, really pick up those man advantages more often than not, and they start chaining the kills. So, like, right now, it's only a 1-up, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me right now if we go into a 4v2 advantage. It's going to be up to them. That bot, though, did give them some valid information that somebody's trying to peek mid. They know one's there. Real Honcho, though, gets the headshot onto Tessid.
You should run.
Putting it in a 3v3 scenario.
Yeah, now they're going to pop a Killjoy ultimate now just to try to get onto the bomb site, but we got a little bit of Hunter's Fury coming out right now from Purdue, not able to get anything, but this Killjoy ultimate will secure the bomb plant, and that'll be a 3v3. So even man advantage. You got Cold Cutie back on the bomb side a little bit, getting a 3rd kill, could pick up an ace.
Last player standing.
Yep, Puffball, the only one left now. Needs to make something happen for the team, pushing up slowly to the bomb side. We got players blocking every which way, and Cold getting a 4K. Big on Cold. Holding up the team right now, what it feels like, because we saw a 3K come out of him and a 4K come out of him. Now, I mean, let's see how many rounds you can continue that on. It is 4-3 right now in the series. We do have 2 ults for the side of Purdue and 1 ult for the Sova on the side of Hawaii.
Yeah, Cole's that player that, the one you wanted to watch out for. I mean, week 1 of the WCS. I mean, it was big for Hawaii. I mean, they got in, they got out of the way. Got their qualification out of the way early, but yeah, Cole on this Reyna was just so deadly, and already is 1 point away from getting the Empress right back. So, it's already used it once in this match, about to get it for the 2nd time in this half. I mean, he's pacing it pretty well, but I think they're going to go for a slower defense, picking out mid. Yeah, they did find one Alpha. That's big on Sap. I mean, that's that player that camps towards the catwalk, but gets caught off guard in the enemy, and Purdue's, continuously stacked more towards A and left to B open a lot of the times. But I think Hawaii is remembering that yet again and is about to send their whole team for the plant.
They're causing the fake right now, and B bomb side is pretty much free. They're about to retake it here. We should see Spike going down here soon. We're seeing the rotation, Pierce. Everybody is coming from the back. We're going to get some people from B, but Cold is there to stop the push. Cold, man, putting himself. He's able to get another. That's 2 kills now for Cold.
He's not losing a lot of these individual one-on-one gunfights, and was so key. They're just holding the corner in mid because Purdue pushed that from their spawn and didn't check that corner. Cold gets one and has a straight one-on-one gunfight. Ends up winning there in the end. Looks like they're about to be doing a 2v1 little dance on the bomb site. Yeah, Rod's gonna go and take down Pupfall. So 5 rounds on the board for the attacking team, and this is one of the maps we've seen. Just some of the defensive teams take like big leads on in the beginning, but that's not the case right now. Hawaii, I think, a little bit of a back and forth, and now they got a 2-round lead. Cold's already double-digit kills. So, yeah, Hawaii looking really good. Yeah, they're just adapting really solid right now.
They're playing great. Like I don't know how to kind of explain it, but they're meshing real well. It looks like they're getting the calls. The comms seem really well. I mean, I think it would be cool to be able to hear the comms here sometime soon in the future, but they've been doing pretty well here. And it looks like they're no sap though. You took a lot of damage from that grenade, my brother.
Hey, he was willing to die for his team right there. I respected commitment. I mean, it hops all the way through a nanostorm and try to take that guy down. So willing to put much of his health on the line for a team. But again, another Hawaii B put gets him the first, gets him the first blood, gets him the bomb down. They're set up overall. I mean, they got a couple ults. Let's see how they use it. I mean, Purdue not on the best of guns right now, so they're gonna have to make work with the sheriffs.
Gold able to get gets 2 with the judge. Oh, Rod takes the final kill though.
Yeah, there's not much they could do. Yeah, they're with the sheriffs and everything, and Sap with that shotgun and the jet. I mean, just being able to dash around and get those kills. So now 3-round advantage. Building up that economy a little bit, so 3 rounds left in the half. Finally, Purdue's able to get some guns this round. They might have guns for. Let's see what the loss bonus, but they might just be able to buy up. Actually, they may. Some of them may not be able to buy next round, so they're gonna need to make advantage of these guns here if they want to have at least a decent half, a doable half.
They are working this B bomb side. I think they've been able to take control every single time for this B bomb side.
Yeah,
the spike gets planted every time too.
It gets planted. Yeah, no matter what. Even that 1 round they lost. I mean, like I said, if Cold Cutie would have won that gunfight, that round goes to them, and they'd pretty much have like a 90-100% success rate on B because Purdue keeps leaving 1 player on B. And I think Hawaii's realized that, and they just keep 5 hitting B, and there hasn't been much of a response from Purdue on that. I mean, they're working it now. I mean, there's 3 players that are tagged very low health. Hunter Series coming out, so with the right distraction, one on here might actually be able to get an ace this round, but you can't count out Cold as he knows where both players are. Not able to spray down Pupfall, but yeah, they did just enough to hold off and win. But yeah. I mean, Purdue needs to swap it up here a bit. I mean, they've got to send somebody else towards B because right now Hawaii is not switching it up one bit. They know what works for them. They're reading Purdue perfectly, and they are just, they're just working the game right now.
I think that they're doing something really great, though. As soon as you said they're not going to switch it up, I think they're going to try to get a full push on towards A. The only person that's there is Pupfall, and they invested their full utilities over towards B with their Sentinel player, the Cypher. So it's going to be crazy. So far, okay, we got 3 people on the bomb side over towards A. We got a rotation. It's pretty good. The calls are coming out. Pitfall, though, is blinded. He's staying in the corner where he needs to be. Gets the kill. Oh, my goodness. 1 player left on the side of Hawaii. The entire team just dropped within a blink of an eye, Pierce.
Switch it up to A, and they just get absolutely cut down there mid to 3v1 situation. Sap does have the Blade Storm, so when we've seen Jets in this league, some of them can absolutely be nasty and pop all this Blade Storm, but now the Cypher ultimate comes out. They know where Sap is. You can see the Brimstone already trying to walk around and clear out that B to see if he's rotating. So if the Brimstone there doesn't see anything, I mean, you can be sure that Sap's still sitting in that corner. So they might let him sit there. Or they might try to push. And they don't want to lose anybody. They can't honestly afford that, at this point. I mean, they want to be able to have enough money since, next round is going to be the last round before the half. So Sap's able to get one. That helps him. That helps him try to get an 8-4 advantage going into the next half.
Last round
If
in
he
the
ain't
half.
winning, he's just trying to take out their economy one by one. So good. I mean, good try on Saps, but yeah, that was faster than I would have anticipated. I kind of thought that at least we would have seen a little bit more trades from the side of Hawaii pushing in toward day like that. I mean, they had a full stack team, but I think what really made the difference in that particular round was Puffball. I mean, being able to be flashed, just wait, not just start shooting out of panic, because we've seen people get flashed and they just start shooting and pray and pray. He waited. As soon as the flash was gone, able to get at least a couple kills, dies, and the rest of the team's able to get the trades.
Yep. I'll be on the final round, and yeah, Hawaii finds that first blood. They're all stacking up for mid. I mean, Cold's already in this spot, lurking up mid. Yeah, drone's coming out towards A. I mean, the fact that nobody's cat, this is going to give a ton of intel to Sap. He's going to be able to get in there and try to find some sort of information. Yeah, does find Puffball. Won't be able to hit one of the blades just yet, but that's still a ton of info gained.
Puffball's not falling for it, though. He knows that he's still there. He can... Oh, he's about to see the gun. Knows that he's there. He takes him out through the wall, but Dessid gets a trade as he dies as well. Still, though, Purdue's not looking so good right now, Pierce. I mean, it's a 4v2. They find themselves more often than not. There is the man Cold able to take on the entire team on himself. And he gets the final kill in such a great fashion. I mean, now this is we're at the half now, going back to pistol around. But I don't know. I think Purdue just needs to get better. One, with their 1v1s, but two, if they can't win their 1v1s, there should be at least a 2-stack. And it's that at what is it called, initiator and support combo, right? Going through initiator falls, support's there to get the trade. That's what they're doing, and I think they're just letting Cold run rampant, because Cold is running around by himself as Arena should be, and able to take out an entire team by himself.
Yeah, do everything, and Sap's doing work too. I mean, that's the one thing, realizing is that's kind of the issue where Cypher comes in, right? The Jet can, updraft and dash and easily get past tripwires. Sova can use his, shock dart or shock bolt, to, go ahead and clear out these things. So, basically that leaves Cypher just with his camera, and, that's good in obviously some situations, but, right now this is kind of, proving a point where maybe the Killjoy is, a more useful situation, because it's harder to deal with with a nano swarm or a turret that's going to dink you down, and you have to focus on it and kill it. So
yeah,
I think they're that Cypher's only 4 and 8, not able to do much. His tripwires are just hasn't really slowed down. I mean, you saw multiple times they're just they're blowing through B. They're going complete opposite side of the map, right? Because they usually sit the Sentinel player on A on this map for defense, so they just go B and leave Cypher all alone today.
Yeah. They usually do. Pistol rounds trying to get a little bit spicy here. We do have 2 players down from both teams. It's a 4v4 right now. In the round, they're pushing over towards B. And right now, Purdue's doing to them what it's been done to them, right?
Ooh,
so they just spike planted, and they're trying to get control of B, but oh my goodness.
What a collapse. Yeah, I thought Puffball in that spot, I was like, man, he's lurking. He's going to be in a good spot, but he got checked out by Rod and just tapped while he was in that spot. So it was a good plan. It was a good opportunity. I mean, they had the bomb site down for Purdue, but Hawaii picks that, and that is such a crucial pickup. I mean, to get the pistol round and go up 9, I mean, you'd think at this point they got an opportunity for 10. So what I thought might have been a long game could be looking towards a little bit of a not so close one.
Not so close, no. It's 9-4 right now. Purdue needs to make something happen, otherwise I mean, it's going to go 13, maybe 13-6. I don't expect a couple more rounds if they don't adjust correctly. And it's right now, like we've said before, it's about the micro adjustments. Some of there is some major things. I think the way they're playing individually, their strategy, I should say, not as individuals, but their strategy it's not going well, right? They're pushing into places by themselves, and where it comes as an individual factor is those 1v1s. I mean, there's nothing much other than just landing your shots, making sure that your crosshair placement is great and you're able to get the kill.
Absolutely. So it looks like Purdue's trying to go up mid. I mean, they've found that's a lot of intel pretty easily. They've gained. I mean, there's nobody up mid. They're in a good spot to choke off any sort of rotators, and Reyna's going to go ahead and try to peek, but I mean, Tess is able to take him down. Rod's able to find Alpha in the mixture of everything. So, I mean, not a nice coordinated strat by Purdue. I mean, trying to make something work when you've only got just the pistols, but Hawaii just don't fall to any sort of trickery in the end. The Spaghetti's still trying to stay alive, only has 34 HP. Didn't get quite tagged by the jet there, but they know where he is. He's trapped. They're just going to play together, and should be 10-4 Hawaii.
There we go. Snap with the headshot. Bodies are being shot.
Spraying a little bit. Not something you see too terribly often, but hey, I guess when you're feeling it and, you know, don't know if there's any little trash talk that happened in between the match, but hey, I guess you can talk your talk, because, I mean, hey, they're up 10-4 right now. Is, you know, 15 kills, title cold. They're definitely doing well, but it looks like I have a little bit of a pause right now. Well, actually, just a little technical timeout. Somebody said they're already ready again. I thought it was being actual pause, but maybe someone's mic malfunction. But yeah, we're starting the 10-4, and it looks like they're gonna go ahead and buy up guns to the side of Purdue, but no, not too many guns. I mean, not your Vandals and Phantoms being bought right now for Hawaii, but hey, they're saving up the money, and these guns are still deadly, so they'll be able to make something work this round.
Yep, they're making it work well, man. They're doing great. 10-4 right now in the series, ladies and gentlemen. If we're paying attention to the map here, it looks like they're going to try to fake it over towards A. We do see right now the Killjoy, all our utilities invested right at the entrance of B, so if anything does happen, there's a Phoenix that could go potentially on the flank, but may not happen. We do have a player, though, down.
Ooh.
Cold, though, returns the favor. Oh, my goodness. Cold with the Judd.
And they know that Vandal's there, so they're going to back off. I mean, they're able to get a kill and pick one up, but yeah, one on and Spaghetti are going to go ahead and find two, and that A plant's going to be on, so it's all going to be up to that lone Sova to try to make something happen. I can't tell if he's actually lurking under the spot, so I mean, if he can catch the bomb player out, which he's going to try to do, but he's got two players there with Vandals, so yeah, their saving doesn't work for them this round. I mean, it might work for them, you know, going into the, you know, in the next couple of rounds, but it doesn't work there. So as soon as Purdue again is able to buy, they get a round on the board.
They're going to get ready to buy around. I mean, they've been doing great. Spaghetti, though, being a trooper. Spaghetti, Puffball, and One On have been really just helping out Purdue. We need at least two players to pop out even more outstandingly, right? I think that's what can really change out the game, and then a little bit more cohesiveness in the way that they're going to be playing. Like, I still don't see the mesh going on with real well.
Oh, wow. That's a 5-man. That bolt got everybody. That recon bolt got everybody. So Mikey knows there's 5 players there. I mean, they don't know where he is, though. So, I mean, he might just be able to lurk into the back of the site here. I mean, unfortunately, he's stuck on a cyber cage, but he might just be able to get 2. Doesn't actually even get 1. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
That's something that you don't want to see. Getting so much information and then just to lose it all right there. Hold goes down now at the 2v5. Snap trying to hold up right now, and Pizza tries to get the kill. Head Honcho and Rod go down. Oh my goodness, man. That's a rough one from the books. I don't think I've seen a recon vault yet be able to hit 5 people in any of our tourneys from last year to this year. That might have been the first. But even then, so much information, Pierce. And what do? Like, all that information, and I feel like maybe they might have been astonished like we have, and that tripped them up. But that's a feels bad right there. I mean,
Yeah. When
getting
you're
all
able
that
to get
information
that
and
much.
losing.
Yeah, when you, I mean, because like I saw Honcho react to it. You know, he was ready to shoot, but I guess it was just a split second too late, and it pings, and you could tell by Mikey's screen that it hit all 5. And I thought with his, you know, 2 nano swarms there, I thought he was ready to just, you know, murk the squad, but then that cyber cage just blocks off his vision, and it just goes oh so wrong for Hawaii. So kills coming out traded, but looks like Rod on the other side's about to run right into 4 people coming up cat.
Able to get one,
peeks at the right
gets
time.
2.
That's good, at least taking one. I mean, they're able to buy guns that last round, but they're not on too much this round.
Spike
So, I mean,
planted.
every gun they can take away right now from Purdue is a plus. I mean, it's a 2v3. I mean, the right peek from Mikey right here can help, but Tess is actually in the back. Gets caught shooting a dart. Or no, I'm sorry, that was Mikey that got caught. Tess is not going to be able to...
Knock down Honcho.
Yeah, knocks down Honcho.
Oh,
Wow,
my.
knocks down Spaghetti. And that was a 1v1 right there, too. Imagine he was able to turn the flick on Pupfall. I mean, I should be a little bit careful. I'm about to say what he couldn't do, but pops off 2 heads right there at the Sheriff. But yeah, now Purdue are turning it back up. I mean, not such a good, you know, first half from them, but now Spaghetti and Pup are finding their way into the game. And they tried the Hawaii strat out a little bit. I mean, they just kept hitting B, 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 and it worked. They even turned to A, and they made it work. So they're only 3 rounds in a way, and their economy's on a roll.
Embarrass them. There.
Most definitely, they've been doing great. Now, I mean, this is definitely more life. I didn't expect more than 6 rounds out of them from how they were playing, but we've been seeing a different change. Sap, though, big investment into the op, but able to just get that first blood. Now he just needs to find more kills with it there. I mean, something you would expect out of a Jet player himself there. We're watching here. We're still watching, seeing what the push is going to be. I mean, it looks like they're really trying to go and commit towards B, but I think we're going to get a rotation towards mid, through mid, in towards A.
And they keep staring at mid. One player's up towards cat, one player's up towards B. So I think both Pup and Honcho are trying to see all the information they can get and then see which player's going to rotate. But I mean, 2 players have already been sniped off mid. Sap's got the op, so that's so. I mean, that silver player peeks any more out, and he's about to find his head ripped off too. Rod finds Honcho on the other side. So I mean, both these players are going to be split. Shock bolt comes out. Yeah, Puffball peeks.
Player standing.
Yep, gets rolled by Sap, and Alpha's all alone down at
30
mid.
seconds left.
So right as they're about to get something going, Alpha finds himself in a 1v5.
He does have the spike, though. I mean, that's a good thing, at least. That he doesn't have to go try to find the spike somewhere around where the enemies may know where he's at.
10 seconds
They're
left.
hearing him, though. They know that he's coming through there. They're trying to shoot through the wall with an Odin, trying to spray him. But at this point, if I was Alpha, I'd just save. But nope, Sap gets a 4K, and the team gets a flawless. I mean, 11-7 Pierce right now. Even though with those 2, it was 3 rounds in a row that were kind of rough for the side of Hawaii. I mean, they're starting to at least regain. That's the biggest thing. Being able to regain is the biggest thing, and I mean, they're good at it. We're seeing it.
Yeah, much better. And Sap with four op kills that round and a flawless. I mean, nails 2 in mid and able to help hold down A. So critical op play helps him, and he might be able to find one here. Flicks onto 1 on. I mean, he could line up almost a triple. Oh, he lines up a collat. No way by Sap.
Enemy remaining.
Gonna get 4 kills this round. Could he get an ace on long? No, Cold snaps it from him. And a back-to-back flawless round, back-to-back 4 kills by Sap. This guy is insane.
That was some of the best opting we've seen. That, I mean, how's Purdue gonna do that? Line up for a freaking collat and give the man 2 4Ks.
I thought he was gonna hit the triple. I was like, oh no, we've seen collats before, but I think the player in the back was just one like you know, 1 or 2 inches off. And if that was a triple, I would have lost it even harder than I already did. That would have been the highlight of, like, you know, that would have been going up there for highlight of the season. That was insane. Can't wait to see chat's reaction on that one. But I mean, as we're, you know, getting hyped about that, it's already map point funny. It is 12-7 for Hawaii. And another 4-man recon bolt. They're all going to be stuck trying to come out of B. That's already finds one of the Hunter's Fury.
They've been working well right now. It's a 3v3. Sap trying to get another. Got this op out. Tries to get one. Still got one knife left. And able to not land it there. One on, though. 1v3. This is the round that he needs to win for the team.
Yeah,
He knows what's there.
out, but all he has to do is get, like, you know, 2, maybe 3 tapped by Rod, and he's going to go down. He's trying his hardest, does find Rod, but 19 HP. He's able to get the ult, but Mikey finds him in the end. Down goes Purdue as Hawaii will go 3-0 on the season with a 13-7 dub on Ascent.
They've been dominant, Pierce. I mean, again, they're coming in. They're coming as the favored team. And that was great. This is great to see. And that it shows why right now Hawaii's 3-0 players are absolutely cracked. They must be snorting too much G fuel or something. No, I know what they're doing. They're just playing a lot of aim labs right beforehand. But, I mean, great game. Great game from them. It actually was enjoyable to watch, even though it was a 7-13 in defeat. I mean, defeat on the side of Purdue, win on the side of Hawaii. I've seen other games where it's 7-13 and there wasn't a lot of action. You know, it's kind of like they got those 7 rounds by the skin of their teeth, but Purdue did pour their hearts out. I just feel some individual plays, some just cohesive plays need to be more refined, but I don't count Purdue out. I mean, they've been playing well, and we've seen some great things out of them. But, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We have 8 first bloods out of Sap just by himself. The team in total, what do we have here?
I think it was 15.
15?
Yeah. 8, 3, 11. Yeah, 14, 15 to about 5. Yeah, that is a massive first blood advantage. And the score line is a bit closer than you think, right? I mean, you think a team gets 15 first bloods. I mean, a lot of times in the league, you know, when the teams that are getting a lot of first bloods are just rolling the game. But yeah, and to be able to hang on with only getting 5 first bloods, winning 7 rounds, it's pretty solid. I mean, this is only Purdue's first loss. You know, I know I was talking up Hawaii a lot of the game, but you know, Purdue's a solid team, and this will only take them to 2-1. You know, they beat 2 other solid teams, and this is a Radiant conference, so they'll get 2 dubs. They're not bad, and when they had some good solid rounds, you know, on their offensive side, but I think it was just too late. I think Hawaii did a good job of, you know, after the early back and forth of the game, they're able to adapt. You know, they kept hitting B bomb site over and over again, and Purdue kept only sending 1 player there, and they just kept overloading it, and just 5 stacking B really won them that offense, and I think potentially just won them the game. I mean, I think that if that first half was any closer, I think we see overtime. I think we see either a much closer defeat or, you know, a close win for Purdue. But either way, I mean, Hawaii takes it in the end. They're now 3-0. So, I mean, Hawaii has knocked down SDSU reigning champs, UC San Diego, and now they've beaten Purdue.
They're definitely on a roll. But now, guys, we're going to be moving on to our next matchup. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to go on a quick 5-minute break. In the meantime, though, if you guys need something to look at, go check out our sponsors. Everything can be found in the links below, the tabs below. Click on them and go give them a whirl. Other than that, mute, and I will be back here in about 5 minutes.
Head was heavy and I'm blurry. That's all I know. The pace feels fast. I'm eating without you here. I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? For my mind is in an eternal fight with stuff sometimes. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once could see then. But the storm has come before the calm. When you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright. For my mind is in an eternal fight with itself sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight.
Where's all the lovers with desire hiding? Missing the chance to transform something basic. Where's all the mistakes? Making judgments from skyscrapers. All these days we stand against them. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. I fear the teardrops may get caught within the downpour. Yet there's never help without relief. Where's all the champions giving out their speeches? All these days thought of the least. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears.
Welcome back, you filthy Valorant casuals, to week 3 of the Collegiate Valorant League, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I am your part-time host / full-time Iron Rank E-Girl Queen B. Tonight we have 2 more matches lined up for you guys, the next one being ASU versus SDSU Black. But before we get into it, before we get into the collegiate Valorant carnage that you guys came here to see, I do want to give a big, warm welcome to all the new teams and all the new students that are joining us in the league this year. The Gamers EDU's main goal is to bring mental health and mental health awareness to the forefront of the conversations within the gaming community. There aren't a lot of inclusive, safe spaces on gaming platforms in general, and we want to be that for you guys. So, whether you are with us day one, season one of the CVL, or this is your very first stream and you're brand spanking new to the community, we just want to open our arms and give you a big ol' virtual bear hug. And because they are a huge part of this community, I do want to give a big, huge shout out to our sponsors. Thank you, HyperX. They are the exclusive headset sponsor for the CVL. But not only that, I can attest now, after personally owning a pair for a while now, just to the sound quality alone, I can hear. Okay, as a casual, as a filthy casual, if you will, I like to listen to music when I play FPS games, and I do usually play when I'm streaming, and I can literally hear like crouching enemy footsteps through like 3 layers of bass, which is pretty intense. And not only that, these guys are intensely durable. I live in New York, and like a gust of wind will send something off a cramped corner like careening onto the floor, and I have dropped these guys at least twice, and there's not even a scratch on them. They're durable like a helmet, which is great for me and my clumsy self. So, if you guys are looking for an investment headset, I do highly, highly just personally recommend it as someone who has owned a pair now for a while. Thank you to our title sponsor, MSI. They will be raffling off a laptop during CVL finals, so make sure that you guys check that out as well. You keep your calendars marked. Thank you to AimLab, an aim training platform that gets you guys one step closer to that CVL pro player aim that you guys came here to see. And just a big collective thank you to all the sponsors that I didn't mention tonight. You guys are one of the reasons why we're even able to have a season 2, and we are eternally grateful. And if you are interested in any of the sponsors that I mentioned, don't hesitate to check out the panels down below. It has all their information along with exclusive discount codes and offers for our family and our family alone. So make sure you take full advantage of that. And now I am super excited to pass it back on over to your lovely casters for the evening, Funny Man and Muted. But before I do, I'm going to send you guys on a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys posture check and stretch and you hydrate. In the meantime, I will see you guys in chat. Bye, guys.
Where's all the lovers with decided? Missing the chance to transform something basic. Where's all the mistakes? Making judgments from skyscrapers. All these days we stand against them. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. those tears falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to.
Living by the wayside, distant thoughts are getting high. Head was heavy and I'm blurry-eyed. That's all I know. The pace feels fast. I'm eating without you here. I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? For my mind is in an eternal fight with itself sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. Wonder where you are tonight. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? My mind's in an eternal fight. Wonder where you are tonight. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealed. But the storm has come before the calm. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? For my mind is in an eternal fight with itself sometimes.
this weightless. If anything, it's you that caused this. When I keep falling through my heart cracks, it's you that turns around this whole mess. I try to fight my way through darkness. If anything, it's you that stopped this. When I'm surrounded by the heartless, it's you that turns around this whole mess. It's you that turns around this whole mess.
Living by the wayside, distant thoughts are getting high. Head was heavy and I'm blurry-eyed. That's all I know. The pace feels fast. I'm eating without you here. I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? If my mind is in an eternal fight with the stuff sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight.
Yep. Here we go.
Man, dude.
Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealed. But the storm has come before the calm. When you look into my
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. Again, I'm your boy, Funny Man. Joining me today is Muted, and we are going to be casting for you ASU versus SDSU Black. And this was literally our WCS match, Pierce. I know you mentioned it earlier, but literally our WCS match. So we'll see. I mean, it's a game of revenge, and it's a game of just saying who's better, right? At this point. But it's going to be really interesting. SDSU did win their match, I believe, last weekend. I honestly didn't. Oh, yeah, they did last week. I honestly wasn't thinking that they would because of the matchup, but they ended up prevailing. And now they're going against ASU.
Yeah. That's an interesting set. Yeah, I'm actually looking at like the leaderboards right now because we haven't got to cast some of these teams consistently. But yeah, I mean, the first week, SDSU versus Purdue, ASU, Arizona State beats UC Davis. Then the next week, SDSU beats UT, which is crazy, right? I mean, I put UT and Hawaii up there. Then ASU goes on to beat Csun. So not only did they beat UC Davis, but they beat, the number 2 team, right? We're from last season, Csun. So ASU looking off to a really good start. But then, I mean, SDSU that, went over UT, lose to Purdue, but beat UT. So that's pretty impressive as well. So, they are 1-1, but that's just that the win over UT is like big for me.
Yeah, that really does set it up, because that was the big matchup, right? That we had Hawaii versus UT at the very end of the WCS, and it was absolutely insane. I mean, it was some of the greatest Valorant we've seen yet, and I mean, I think it topped the Hawaii versus SJSU, to be honest. But for SDSU coming in, they were not the favorite team, even by us, right? We seen how they play. Not that they couldn't, but UT was on a different level, and then they ended up beating UT, and now we're here. It's SDSU versus ASU. They beat UT. So I kind of want to lean that this might go towards the side of SDSU, but again, ASU's been actually pretty solid in what they're doing, and they actually beat SDSU in the WCS. So, I mean, it's all to gain for for ASU, and it's all to lose for them at the same time, and it's all to gain for SDSU so they can get that revenge against the team that knocked them out, the WCS, from the title spot. I think it was in semis that they ended up getting knocked out. So we'll have to see. I'm hoping this game goes the distance, but I have a kind of good feeling that it's going to be like last game. We're probably going to have like 13-7, 13-8 between the teams.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
I
know. I was saying, I think what's really going to determine that is the first 4 rounds, is where it's going to sway.
Yeah, how it starts, definitely. I mean, when that one team gets on a roll, they're hard to start, or, they're hard to stop, or maybe a flip-flop back and forth can show that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like SDSU, I mean, they were in the top 4 last season, right? I mean, they're a team that, they could take a game off anybody, so they're not to count out yet. ASU, we're still, taking time to learn more and see more of them and what they're capable of. So, it's hard to say exactly what, you feel like we're going to see or we're only going to see. I mean, they started off 2-0. We didn't get to commentate them until just now. I mean, we've only commentated them once, back in the WCS, but now we get it going, and now as we're hopping in, funny, I think we got that solo duelist double initiator comp I was talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're definitely looking at.
SDSU.
Yep, a breach, and we got a Sova only sticking with the jet. Then the smokes goes over to the Omen, and their Sentinel player will be the Killjoy. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. We have been seeing that, and then just seeing teams like the likes of Sentinels and 100 Thieves and them Scrim. They've been swapping into this comp a little bit more, so it'll be interesting to see how SDSU executes it from their side, and it's going to be interesting to see how the counters come back in, right? I don't think we've seen in a double initiator too much, but I mean, just since it's kind of getting into the mix, even into the pro scene, it'll be interesting to see it on the collegiate level, how they're going to answer with it. But Ratty, though, opening up with a headshot onto Slopify. Absolutely brutal. Durag getting the trade. Matt getting the kill. Durag coming in with another huge 3K, putting it at 2v3 for the team.
Yeah, that was a huge 3K for Durag, and honestly saves the round potentially for them. I mean, Ratty was able to get that kill on the Slopify and then just run straight back. I mean, gets the instant headshot, finds out all the info. It's a cat push. And there's another player there that was getting real sneaky, but Durag, I mean, getting 3 kills, definitely having to flick his mouse around to do it. Goes so clutch. Jenno with a double kill right there, ending it off with a shock ball. Yeah, that round is won off of Durag. I mean, just such clean aim. Being able to do it all, and honestly, they were caught. I thought they were surrounded they're done for, but Durag comes up clutch. 3 kills, 2 assists. So already started off with 100% kill participation.
Yeah, they definitely did well. Durag changed the playing field. That was great aggression from the side of SDSU, and I mean, that's what I'm starting to expect that, and I have been expecting. SDSU Black has been a team as well to be mentioned. Definitely one of the tops last season. So nothing but the best. Castro does get recon. They know where he's at. GDP able to get the kill, but Reflex gets him back with the nade. Now it's a 4v4. Man advantage. It was leveled until Eclipse takes out Ratty. 3v3 now, and it's all depending on where they want to go, and it looks like the spike is going to be taken over towards A.
Bot coming back.
Yeah, Eclipse is able to get, you know, the lone Reyna player over at A right as the entire team of ASU is rotating back over to B, so they completely just, you know, do a flip-flop on the rotate, and, you know, SDSU is able to get onto the bomb side. They've got complete control in a 4v2. Durag's already getting aggressive on the mat. Reflex goes down by Jen. So a nice 2-0 start for San Diego. I mean, yeah, this is the, you know, potential they had. It's a little bit different of a lineup, I think, unless there's just some name changes for this season. But yeah, I mean, excellent clutch by, you know, clutch pistols by Durag to start. You know, good kill and ability to play the rotate. So they're starting off good on the offense.
Starting off looking good and doing good, and but this is the round. These next 2 rounds for me are really what's going to make or break it for me. On really where it's going to lean towards more. So now we should have both teams bot. Kill potential is high on both. We're getting a push over towards mid. We're running straight through Pizza. Trying to get something through mid. Jin's able to get down. Reflex cast takes out Jin. Now it's a 4v4. Matt bringing out the paranoia, pushing towards back of their spawn. But nothing's happening there. Oh, Jet's getting a little bit too pushed up there. You better not run through. Durag doesn't know, but he is waiting to get the headshot. Tries to get him, able to get one. Slopify gets the trade, and now it's a 2v3. Mute.
Yeah, it's a good work. It's interesting that ASU sends 2 like aggressive B side, and Jin's able to find one and trade the other. So I mean, just, you know, these tactical shooters are such about like a numbers game, right? Finding information, you know, figuring out, you know, how many I see here, and then, you know, deducing where everybody else is on the map. So another easy rotate for San Diego over to B. I mean, they're in a 3v2. Ratty and Cass both have guns, but there's just too many. GDP and Slopify are waiting. So I mean, you're talking about that first 4-round target funny, and it's already 3 rounds down. I mean, usually that gun phase is, you know, sometimes a turning point for teams early on in the game, you know, just after a few rounds. But that gun buy for ASU's come and gone, and they're back on pistols and Buckies.
They are back definitely on pistols and bucks, but I mean, that's just the rough part, right? They're SDSU's coming off strong. ASU not quite understanding the strategy, how to counter them, and then their economy suffering for it. That loser round bonus did just end last round. It's restarting this round, so maybe if they're able to just go ahead and get through another 2 grueling rounds, giving it 5-0 at that point, right? They'll be able to have another chance to bring it up unless they get an amazing thrifty. But Jin able to get Reflex through the smoke. Huge kill on Jin. 5-4, starting off the first blood with a headshot through the smoke.
Yeah, again, first bloods rule the day. Got a 3-player split over on A, 2-player split over to B. Uh-oh. Ratty's about to find Durag. That's a big kill. Durag and Silver player both been going off, but being able to find one early on when you don't have guns either, it's a good way to steal one back and be able to get a gun and swing the things in your team advantage. But still 4v4. Looks like San Diego want to go A.
Gonna try to push A. Ratty able to pick up the gun. Take out GDP. Slopify shooting through the smoke. Unable to get one. They know where they're at. We got Empress coming out. 4v3 now. San Diego is down on the man advantage. Flash does come out by the brim. Flopify able to keep the push back. They got information. They know exactly where the players are at. Flopify able to team shoot and get Matt. Oh my goodness. Either change and Flopify with a huge 3K.
Making him sit down, slightly sloppy in the end. I mean, Ratty was able to find one with the Bucky. Then is able to pick up that Vandal, find another. So I thought Ratty was going to go on a spree. I mean, you heard him pop the Empress. But the rest of the teammates didn't have guns, wasn't able to get in there. Slopify with a big 3K. Putting his name high up on the leaderboard is going to be what I was all. There's actually 3 ults in hands
Right there.
for the side of SDSU and no ults right now for Arizona State. So this is not looking good too early on.
Not at all. 4-0 now in the series. Not a hot start for ASU, but hopefully they're able to bring it back up here soon. They know one's pushing through Pizza. Reflex is pushing back towards Spawn. Not trying to be the lone player over at B, but unfortunately is the lone player over at B. Got us a little bit of support from player number 2 there on the map, the Sova. GDP opens up onto Matt, knocking down their smokes. Oh my goodness, Durag able to click that head. Precise aimed.
Durag just knocks on another. It's a 5v2. They haven't had to use any ults at all. They do end up dropping one player in the end, but Slopify's able to trade. GDP's already getting up in the spawn. Aims down, takes down Frixie. 5-0 start for San Diego. They're looking nice. I mean, this is one of the things that went over UT. They push it on here, looking good. And a win over ASU's 2-0 to start would be solid as well. They'd be equal at 2-1, but
Right there.
still early on, still plenty of time for Arizona State to get this game. They finally got a couple ults online, but not before another ult on the side of SDSU comes online.
And that's what I was saying, Pierce. Right after that third round, it's the next 2 rounds that really makes a dominance. SDSU is coming out hot. GDP, though, right there, getting a double. Huge 2K. Fragging out for the squad. Durag trying to see if he can get another one through the smoke. That was 2 rounds in a row, Pierce. Just want to point out. 2 rounds in a row, Durag's able to knock 2 players through the smoke, straight head shots. It's amazing.
And the flick, too. I mean, the first kill was a guy on mid, and the next guy over there is on Cat. I mean, he's got to, swipe that mouse to the right real quickly and be able to get that headshot. This is Valorant. You do die very, very fast. So, good overall aim and good overall reaction by GDP to be able to rack that kill. And in those couple of kills, get them B-bomb site control and bombs planted. I mean, it's still a 3v3. Cass just finds Jin working out, but there's still, 2 ultimates. Oh, Cass finds one other one of the Hunter's Fury, but Durag knocks 2 down. Actually gets one through the smoke. That kind of looks like, that might be on, if that was on stream, like a solo stream, that might be sus, but that's just a great hip fire by Durag. Cass is going to get stuck thanks to the Nano Swarm. And Durag finds through on the round, so it was close. Cass making great plays, catching Jen and getting the Hunter's Fury, but not going to be enough for that round, as now SDSU is up 6-0. Buddy, they still haven't used an ult.
They have not used.
And Eclipse is about to get his.
all.
And Eclipse is about to use his, so they're about to be stacked 6-0 up. This is dangerous.
It's just not looking good for Arizona State right now. They're coming from a hot state. They're coming out pretty cold. I'm just saying. And I came from a hot state, so I know how hot it can be. But they're definitely not going as hot there. And ult does get used, tags up the players, but unable to get a kill there. Roomba is going to go down now. They're going to get pushed over towards B. We're getting that shock dart coming in.
I know his shotgun's there. A comes back, so Frix is able to finally get first kill on the board. Well done for Frixie, but doesn't be careful. Jin's gonna go and spray down 2. So I mean, it comes with even trade in the end. Good on Jin to be able to get 2 back. But yeah, that rocket was funny. I still think about like early on in the game playing Valorant and just how deadly the showstopper was. From Raze. I mean, you saw any amount of players in your sight and you fired, they were most likely gonna die. So like pre-patch Rays might have had a triple kill there. But now it's like, oh, just kind of splats out of clips. He's like, you know, gets knocked down, you know, his armor and some HP, but found ourselves in yet another 3v3 situation. Omen's going to try to ult to get some sort of advantage, but Durag actually lets him go through on his ult and takes him down.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, Durag is on another level.
He's just
That's
bursting.
another 3K.
He's just tapping. He's just straight bursting. He's not even having to spray. He's just lining up the headshots. That Aim Lab's quality aim takes down yet another 3 players in the round. And just when you think that, you know, SDSU's backs against the wall, they're stuck in the back of the site, they're low health. Durag saves the day 7-0.
Just
The train has sailed. I mean, the train is gone. It is steaming. It is rolling ahead. San Diego are just loving the game right now. They're feeling it. Now you see Ratty with a Bucky, and it's still funny. Only one ult was used. They've still got 4 on rotation. The fact that they're just managing the game, managing the economy so well, and not having to use an ult. They mainly, you know, a bunch of their ults until now. I mean, you saw the Omen ult didn't get used. Now the Killjoy ultimate's getting used.
Spike down A.
Azza opening up with the 2K, 3K. Can he get a 4? Durag able to knock down several of his players. It's a 2v3.
Oh my god,
remaining.
Durag is nuts. Gets 2 kills, dashes out of there, takes down the Omen player.
He knows where
It's
the
gonna
rain
be
is at.
all on. That's GDP. Yeah, GDP's the Omen. He might get crossfire. Does take down Ratty. They're both equal footing on health. They should know where each other are. Will Cass be able to spray over? He does. A 4K out of Cass finally puts ASU on the board after 7 rounds down. Great clutch by Cass, able to get under heaven. I mean, the fact that he was able to challenge just all 4 players like that. I mean, actually, honestly, the first 2 to start the round and get those kills is huge. Puts his team in the game, but still a road ahead to climb out of it.
It's just been great to see how SDSU's been playing. I mean, just highlighting Durag, right? It's great to see. Yeah, the aim and everything is impeccable, but that's what separates the pro players from casuals or even semis, right? It's the aspect of prediction.
Down,
He's
mid.
predicting, he's expecting. It's a common spot for people to hide in the smoke or being pushed up in a certain area, and he's getting the kills that he needs to get. The man Durag has definitely been on another one. That's another long-range kill with this band. Oh my goodness, Durag is absolutely a monster right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's keeping his team in it this round. I mean, there's been a couple rounds back and forth now where there's a lot of kills early on, not a lot of utility, just a lot of dry peeking, just out in the open gunfights. You know, and Durag now is able to come up with another clutch kill to keep his team in it. 3 ultimates up for the side of ASU, and only 1 ultimate up right now, but they're trying to lurk in through A, but Cass is ready to help be there. The Reyna player is actually tucked in that corner. That's such a dangerous spot. I mean, I don't think they would expect that Reyna player to be tucked there, but if they rotate through like this, they might just be able to kill Cass and potentially rotate all the way
30
over
seconds
to
left.
B. I mean, there's another player waiting there too, so they're gonna have to do a good job here. None of them can drop right now if they want to clutch this round.
2 players left alive. The lone duo getting on towards A. Shots are going off. Oh no.
Planted. One
Goes
enemy
down.
Oh,
but
gets
Durag.
turned on by Durag. 14 HP though in a dream. He's gonna have to find every headshot perfectly. Does on Cass.
Oh my
This is an ace. If
goodness.
he clutches this is an ace. Oh,
No.
just didn't have the HP. Definitely tagged down Frixie. Because I don't think Frixie saw a single bit of action, but that was so close by Durag. 18-5 to start. More than double the next person on his team.
putting in the work here, ladies and gentlemen. Durag 18-5, man. It's not even the end of the first half. We're only 3 rounds away from the first half. It is 7-2. ASU's got a little bit of rounds on the board, but just as I was saying, Pierce, I just had a feeling it was going to be kind of like the first game, to be honest, and it's almost looking that way. I can expect maybe 3-4 more rounds out of ASU, but it would genuinely surprise me if San Diego doesn't hit near 10. I think that it's going to more than likely end up 10-2 for the first time for first time in a while, but for the half. And that's where they would want to be, a great position.
Absolutely. I mean, they just need to rally around Durag right now. I mean, the man is absolutely doing everything right. I mean, yeah, you're right. His predictions are on point. His reactions, his aim, everything he's got. He just seems like a player that is in form right now and is ready to take on anyone that he sees. So, if I'm his teammates, I'm riding behind him. I'm, helping him make all the space in the world so he can just be a killing machine and continue to take on ASU. But Ratty's ready to headshot him. That's not good.
Overhealing now. They know that one is there. He's going to push it out. He's blinded, able to get one. Eclipse does fall, but Sopify able to get the trade. Man advantage does now lean over to the side of ASU. 3v4, 2 also for the side of San Diego. And we get the Rolling Thunder used. They're pushing it towards A, and they're going to get the spike planted.
Yeah, I thought Reflex was going to flank all the way around and catch them off. Would have been a great hold to exploit for the side of ASU, but yeah, you're right. Rolling Thunder does push on the bomb side. It is a 3v4. Looks like we're going to get a defender killjoy ultimate out, so this is going to make things real hectic.
Shopify, though, able to get the kill. We're getting the solo ult coming out. Can he get one? One does get tagged, though. They know where he's at. Oh,
yeah,
no.
I will tag one down. Yeah, it's going to slow down a little bit. The heat's starting to, dissipate off of San Diego right now. And they had 7 rounds in a row. It's 3 rounds back for ASU. It's still a great lead. It's still going to help them no matter what this half goes. But yeah, Durag's been the one doing a lot of the fragging here. And that is the thing about the double initiator comp is, yeah, a lot of the kills are going to be on that duelist now. But either way, ASU's finding back. They're reacting. They're finding the holes, and they're getting themselves right back into this game.
See the push here. Rimba does go out. Pushing is trying to come towards B. Nade does go out. Able to tag up the Soba pretty harsh. They're going to get control over B bomb side hopefully here soon. Shots are coming through. Durag able to take the kill. 2 players on the side of B. Frixie does go down. Reflex is the last one left. Can he get a double? No. Durag able to take down Reflex. Now it's a 4v2. Spike is getting planted. And oh my gosh, can he get the ace, Pierce?
22 kills and counting for Durag. He's hunting for the ace, but doesn't expect Kaz in the corner. Kaz will spray down 2, makes it a bit of a costly round for the side of San Diego, but still the damage has been done. It's going to be the final round before the half, and we've already got Durag triple positive. 22 and 7. 22 kills over the first half. Depending on how many kills this round, this will have to be the record for at least in our league, for the fastest, to 20 plus kills, or the most amount of kills too, potentially, before the second half even starts.
Get out of my way!
Most definitely, Durag's been just racking them up, getting the kills. Reflex trying to see if we can get any wall bangs now, starting off from mid, but we're going to see right now 4 players be invested over towards A, but oh my gosh, Cass knocks down their star player. Durag got the killjoy going down, the attacker killjoy coming in. It's pushing back on A, and Spike is being planted, Pierce. This is the second time they've used utility. This is how we want to see the ults, right? Even though they might not affect anybody, but being able to get pushed back and get the Spike planted is huge.
Oh, Jin. able to find himself in another corner, but it's an excellent retake right now. I mean, everybody gets kind of, you know, their attention thrown all over the place, and the corners were cleared perfectly. The Omen player trying to pop out from spawn. Kaz looks at it just in time. So, excellent recovery from ASU on this side. Going down 7-0, ending off with a flawless round. I mean, I thought that, you know, this round right here, that SDSU did a good job of clearing the way to get on the site, but it's just, I don't know, when Durag goes down, they lose the round, right? You know, we've heard this saying about some players over the years, right? When you lose one player, yeah, you'll lose the entire round. And I mean, the round before, when Durag was alive, man gets 4 kills, almost, you know, another 8, you know, almost another potential ace. Durag goes down instantly this round, and they lose for sure. So right now, he is their key player, and that's something you're going to want to look at for Arizona State. You're going to want to target Durag, because while he's alive, he's a major threat to them. While he's not alive, they have ASU has a fighting chance.
They definitely do. I mean, it goes to show, just like you were saying, Pierce. Durag goes down, round does go towards to their favor. Reflex is gonna get done by that, but able to push through. They know they're gonna be pushing over towards B. Eclipse is able to get Ratty down. They're pushing through. Can he get another? No, gets shut down by Matt, actually. And now it's a 4v2. Matt gets another stoppage by, able to get one. Jin gets the kill onto Cass. Now it is a 3v2, and 2 players from both sides of the team majorly hurt.
Are so hurt. Yeah, Durag is the only player with any sort of HP in hand. He's going to go ahead and flank the Raze player. That helps. That's going to help his teammate get in. He's going to need the Silver player to help do some damage and help whittle these guys down. Or not. I mean, Durag's just going to go and take on Frixie as well. Matt is going to be sitting here back on the bomb site all alone. They know where he is now. So it looks like the rush is on from Jin. Durag's going to pop in there for the trade in time. Both players 3 kills in the round, but Durag comes clutch. 9-4, Durag at 25.
Was that important?
That was great. I mean, Durag, though, in that kill, Pierce with Frixie, he just guessed. He's like, yo, this guy must be right here, shot. And Frixie was so low health that wallbang came through.
Yeah, it was a nice one, but this still, look at that. Durag 25 kills, and nobody else even has double digits on his team. I mean, there's only one other person in the game that has double digits, in Kaz. I mean, Kaz has been a great player too. I mean, on the other side, excellent shock darts. You know, he's had his moments too of clutch moments and feeling himself. So it's definitely the Durag versus Kaz battle right now.
Durag able to get another kill. GDP knocking one. Jin. Oh my goodness, the entire team gets collapsed and clapped within seconds. That was only like 2-3 seconds in the round. 10-4, everybody, with the flawless.
Yeah, it's a lot of these rounds post pistol don't seem to last long when, you know, we're watching collegiate teams. You know, sometimes on those rounds you want to try to make something happen, right? You know, you want to try to at least work your way. I mean, at least you're not too much a disadvantage, right? Yeah, they're gonna be able to buy sheriffs a bit more. They're gonna be able to get the Spectres for sure and have some utility, but they're not at full power. They're not at full strength. So you can make something work with a pistol. Get somebody down, get a Spectre, you know, work your way probably even into 2 Spectres and then work your way up from there. But a lot of teams just 5 hit and they get counted out really easily. The op now is going to come out for Durag. I mean, if he's anything like, you know, Sap was last game, this is going to be deadly.
On reflex there, using that nade though to cover his mid, but Durag picks him off. Now it's a 5v3. I feel like Durag single-handedly has dismantled the entire roster of ASU this series. 11-4, another back-to-back flawless from the side of SDSU. They are looking stronger and deadlier than ever, Pierce.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an absolute show to see. I mean, Durag about to drop 30 kills. I mean, 30 and 8. I mean, highlight performance of the season so far. just doing everything. It is an absolute pleasure to watch right now and to see him. And it's just not much else to say. I mean, throughout his teammates are there, definitely helping support. I mean, you see him, you know, some of the 7 assists, 5 assists, but Durag has just been an absolute machine. Looks like the B push is going to try to come out here for ASU, but Slopify is going to find one. Durag's going hunting with his Blade Storm. Slopify finds 3, and it's an absolute collapse. Reflex just has his knife all alone in the corner. Gave up, knew there was no chance. That should be 30 kills for Durag. Actually make that 31 kills. San Diego State will be on map point. They are 12-4 right now. I mean, the 4 rounds are ASU for nice, but outside of that, this almost feels like it could have been a flawless match.
Was it the kill record 35 or 37 by Ayers?
Yeah, it was. Was it Ayers or
You
was
captured
it?
that when I wasn't there.
Yeah, I don't think that was Ayers. I thought that was like a different like Phoenix player. Honestly,
No, it was a Jet player. It's definitely Ayers. I remember it being him. That's why it stands out of my head all the time.
I thought it was honestly a Phoenix, but brain time and everything else in life is kind of brought my memory of that a little bit. So I'll have to go back and watch that. But yeah, that match, yeah, I think I solo commentated. And it was on this map too. I don't know, something about Ascent just brings out extremely high kill games. But either way, is San Diego State pushing for the dub here. They find themselves at a man disadvantage as Cass and Ratty are finding one. Can Eclipse somehow spray all 4 down in the back? Cannot. Ratty finds the final kill of the round, 3rd kill of the round, and ASU from the depths of despair get around on the board.
This has been great. 31 kills coming out of Durag. Absolutely phenomenal, but everybody else on SDSU, it's a team effort, right? Durag would not be able to do this without everyone else on the SDSU side. ASU, though, right now, they're not looking as just working on teamwork in general and just the gun skill. I'm not sure. Maybe they need a little bit more aim labs in them. But Ratty, though, shuts down Durag off the rip. Matt gets a trade onto GDP as he takes out Cash. Now it's a 4v3.
Yeah, tag kill Jolt ones come out, so it's going to provide them the space to get in there. And again, another round that SDSU is at a man disadvantage. Slopify does get a headshot on a Reflex. Reflex will tag him down though, so it's going to be hard for them to do some work now. But I'm going to take him down. Frixie and Matt starting to line up a bomb site. And Eclipse, though, trying to make it work, but Frixie's just there for the trade in time. So ASU starting to bring it back a little bit. I mean, funny, this is similar to the last match. A team, gets on offense, runs it up, and then the other team that gets their turn on offense is able to get a few rounds on the board, but it's almost just not enough in the end. It's too late for them to climb out.
It is too late for them, but it takes. I think it's just gonna take time to see players get more comfortable in that. But yeah, I mean, totally understand. Kind of got the prediction right though. We get one more round out of ASU. It's 7-12, and if they're able to close it at San Diego and this next round, at least these next 2 rounds, we'll get 13-7. That's kind of what I was feeling. We already got after the first 4 rounds. So
4v2 now. That Rolling Thunder knocked up 2. Jen was able to find 2. He's actually going to be able to tag up one with the Hunter's Fury. Jen doing all the work in this round. Durag gets to take it a little bit easy for this one. The GG's already coming out in chat from Reflex. And somebody else from the opposite side, Eclipse, saying it's not over quite yet. Even though his team's up and winning, he's saying it's not over. But it is over in the end, as it'll be a 13-6 victory for San Diego State Black. They will go 2-1. ASU takes their first loss, and they will go to 2-1 as well.
that was phenomenal play from the side of San Diego. Durag, though, 31-10, 3 first bloods. As a squad, we're looking almost at 10. Yeah, no, 10 exactly. 10 first bloods as a squad. They played very well. Both teams did great. There was a lot of when it comes to ASU peers, like there's just something. I don't know what the something is. I can't really put my finger on it, but there was just something that wasn't working out for the team. Definitely is going to take some more scrimming and it just to talk with their coaches, right? They're going to need to review these VODs and definitely come back better than this time, of course, because letting 7 rounds go by before even getting a point on the board. Glad they were able to at least do 6 and 13, so it's not too hard of a down. But I mean, the entire game there was something. I don't know, something was off. But again, SDSU, they popped off as a squad. They all did great. No player went negative. Every player went positive. I mean, just great play overall.
Yeah, they just could not handle Durag. He was too hot to handle that game. I mean, look at the average combat score, 424. I mean, that's almost an average of 3 kills per every round that he played. Was just on fire. I mean, he didn't even have that high amount of first bloods, had 3. And the rest of his team was doing work, picking up the first bloods as well. I mean, like you had 5, 7, 8. You had 10 first bloods overall. I mean, not as high as even the last game for the winning team combined, but he just put in the absolute work. Every round that he was up was popping off, sometimes, getting 4 kills, at least 3, minimum of 2, but once he dropped, and that's where ASU was able to get their rounds picked up. So, I mean, he was such a key component in this match where, if he didn't frag as hard as he did, then this could have been a totally different game, to be honest. But that's just one game, one moment in time where one player is just so hot and he just carries the game, and you just kind of got to watch in shock and awe as he just does his work. So big congratulations for San Diego State to win that one and to get another dub on the board. Started off with a loss, but now 2 straight.
That was great. Yeah, 2 straight. Now 2-1 as well. ASU will sit at 2-1. So I mean, phenomenal performances. Both teams got to go back still to refine themselves. I know there's. I mean, outside looking in, things might look great, but both teams know what they do need to work on. Again, phenomenal performances for both teams. In that, guys, before we kick it off to a break, just want to give a big shout out to our partners here with the CVL. First of all, for the title sponsor, MSI. Definitely check them out, guys. They've been generous enough to donate the prize money for all the leagues that are going on and the CVL, as we got the Immortal, the Radiant, and the Diamond Conference. They're playing for the prize pool in all of those. So go check out MSI. Links should be below as well. Another big sponsors and partners of ours is HyperX Cloud Core. Guys, we're all gamers. We do need things. We do need some things. Get yourself some headsets. Get yourself some keyboards, some mouses. Go check them out. Link should be below. And if you're a student, there's a special link for you to get even a discount off of some of the products for HyperX Cloud Core. To find out more, again, check the links below or go to the Discord, and our partner channel will have more information for you. Radiance GG, everybody. If you're trying to get some stat counters, if you're trying to figure out what's working, what's not, they're the ones to go to. Aim Labs, ladies and gentlemen. Durag, if you want to be like Durag and drop a 31 and break the kill record here soon, dropping 37, Aim Labs is the place to be. Go download it. It's used by not only the collegiate scene, but pro players all around the world to better their gameplay at the game of Valorant. CEV, Clear Eye View, I mean, they give you some fly glasses, you know what I'm saying? And their blue light filters. We as gamers, we stare at a screen, for a while. So definitely good to protect ourselves. And last but not least, Ritual Motion. Guys, if you're looking for a way to be more of a whole gamer, or get some nice compression gloves for the hands to give others the hands, definitely the company to check out. In that, guys, we'll be right back with the final match of tonight.
Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? If my mind is in an eternal fight with itself sometimes. Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealing. But the storm has come before the calm. When you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright. From my mind is in an eternal fight with myself sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight.
You know I've never felt this weightless. If anything, it's you that caused this. When I keep falling through my heart cracks, it's you that turns around this whole mess. I try to fight my way through darkness. If anything, it's you that stopped this. When I'm surrounded by the heartless, it's you that turns around this whole mess.
Welcome back, you filthy Valorant casuals, to week 3 of the Collegiate Valorant League, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I am your part-time host slash full-time Iron Rank E-Girl, Queen V. We have one more match for you guys tonight, so make sure you don't go anywhere between Csun versus UC Davis Gold. But before we get into the Collegiate Valorant carnage that you guys came here to witness, I did want to give a big warm welcome to all the new students and teams that are joining us in the league this year. The Gamers EDU's main focus here is really to bring mental health and mental health awareness to the forefront of the conversations within the gaming community. There isn't a lot of conversations about mental health in gaming spaces and on gaming platforms, and we want to be that safe and inclusive space for you guys. So whether you have been with us since, day one, season one of the CVL, or this is your first stream ever and you're brand spanking new to the community, we do want to say welcome on in, and we're just happy to have you. And because they are just as part of the community as anyone else, we do have to thank our sponsors. Thank you to HyperX, the exclusive headset sponsor for the CVL. They make high quality headsets for your high quality gameplay. And just a big, huge thank you to all the sponsors that I didn't mention tonight: Twitch Student, Ritual Motion, Radiance.gg, CEV, Entertainment Alliance, and Team IQ. A big collective thank you for the enormous support that we have gotten from you guys. We are eternally grateful, and we cannot wait to kick off the CVL right with you guys all aboard season 2. And if you are interested in any of the sponsors that I mentioned, please, please, please do not hesitate to check out their panels down below. There's all sorts of information on our sponsors, along with exclusive discount codes and offers made exclusively for our family and our family alone. And now, before I hand it off to your sponsors for one last time tonight, Funny Man and Muted, iconic duo, name a better one, I do have to do the shameless self-promo thing. I stream Valorant every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel, so if that's something you're interested in, you want to see the carry live and in stream, make sure you head on over to my channel, twitch.tv/queenvislame, all one word. And now I'm going to send you guys on a teeny little commercial break. In the meantime, I'll be in chat, I'll be gabbing with you guys, and I will see you there. Bye, guys.
This is a Gamer's Outreach Cart, or Go-Kart for short. It's a portable video game kiosk built specifically for hospitals. Created and assembled by Gamers Outreach, each unit helps provide recreation to kids and young adults unable to leave their bedsides. The carts can be disinfected easily and have 360 degrees of movement, making them ideal for transport in hospitals. Go-karts can accommodate a variety of gaming consoles. They also come with wired controllers, a gaming monitor, and are equipped with a lift mechanism that allows the height to be adjusted. Go-karts provide a safe, flexible, and efficient way to ensure patients have access to entertainment during long-term hospitalization. To learn more about Project Go-Kart, visit gamersoutreach.org.
The pace feels fast, I mean it. Without you here, I feel so alone. Energy still depleted. Trying to find a glimmer of hope. Will you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright? If my mind is in a tunnel fight, Been focusing on healing my fractured soul from all the harm and pain I once concealing. But the storm has come before the calm. When you look into my eyes and tell me it'll be alright. From my mind is in an eternal fight with self sometimes. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder where you are tonight. When the demons hold us so tight. I wonder where you are tonight.
Where's all the lovers with desire hiding? Missing the chance to transform something basic. Where's all the mistakes? Making judgments from skyscrapers. All these days we stand against them. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. I fear the teardrops may get caught within the downpour. Yet there's never help without relief. Where's all the champions giving out their speeches? All these days thought of the least. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears falling, but don't allow them to. Don't allow them to break you. You're amazing the way you are. I can see those tears are falling, but don't allow them to. But don't allow them to. Don't allow them to. Don't allow them to.
Welcome back, everybody, from the break. It's your boy, Funny Man, and your boy, Muted, ready to cast for you the last match of tonight. It's going to be Csun versus UC Davis. Man, this is going to be a matchup to see. I'm really feeling like this is going to be the cat and mouse game that we've been seeing. These past couple of games, they've been dominant one side, and it's been great to see that. The past couple of weeks, we've kind of seen that as well, a trend. But, I mean, both of these teams, they didn't come off too hot. They've suffered some losses already, but there's still some adequate teams. And then Csun, of course, they're nothing to mess with. As well as UC Davis. We've seen UC Davis pop off, but, I mean, what do you think, Mute? Like, are you feeling the same way, or you think it's going to be one-sided this game like we've seen it so far?
Trying to debate that right now, right? I just kind of look at the stats to the side, the standings per se, and both teams are actually 0-2. Which is surprising. Yeah, looking at round one, you know, Csun loses to UT, UC Davis loses to ASU. You know, round two, Csun loses to ASU, so both teams losing to ASU, and then UC Davis losing to San Jose. I mean, I think we commentated that one last week. So yeah, it's a bit hard to say. I mean, from previous seasons, I'd want to give it to Csun just because of, you know, how good they were, right? I mean, that Csun team, yeah, Csun Black. I mean, could have won it all flawlessly, but ended up getting, you know, unfortunately thrown out in the finals by San Jose. But I mean, the fact that these teams are both 0-2, I might want to lead towards more like Csun. You know, look for the qualifiers. It took UC Davis multiple times to like qualify. They kept getting close, but they just weren't able to do it. And it took them a while to qualify in the end. And, you know, Csun obviously getting a return invite back. So, I don't know if this one was sent. I mean, we've seen that attacking team, you know, the team that starts off in attacking really take the lead these past two matches and just go on to win the game. So I think between those two thoughts, I think, you know, if we did any sort of cast prediction here, I would probably go ahead and, you know, want to give my vote to Csun before the match starts. But right now we're hopping into agent select and seeing if we see anything interesting or different here.
Here, I've seen a sub actually from the side of Csun. We don't have Fidget in the mix here. So Poise is going to be taking over Jet.
It was Poise. That was Car. It was like, I thought they organized the name, but no, yeah. Poise. So, yep, agents are all locked in, and looks like we're back to that double duel after we saw a little bit of a switch up last game, but pretty much standard comps. I think on both sides, the only difference is a Reyna for a Phoenix.
Sir, basically, same comp, similar comp at that point.
Yep. So, get into our final match of the night again. Csun taking on UC Davis. We gonna want to start. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the trend changes here. I mean, you know, sometimes we've commentated the past couple weeks, and the first two teams will set one trend, and the third match is just wild, different, crazy, beyond anything we can expect.
I'm ready to see it. I mean, we've seen it from both teams create some pretty crazy upsets.
Absolutely. So probably the pistol round started here in just a few seconds. Looks like we go ahead and get Csun rotate over to an A push, and looks like Esperanto and C16 are ready to attack that area, but little do they know they're about to walk out right in front of 5 members. Esperanto's able to spray down 2. So that works out wonderfully for them in the end. That'll get some information and call the rotates over.
We're pushing it through, though, right now. They're going to be rotating back through mid. I think the side of UC Davis must know this, but Csun right now being aimed down. Esperanto coming in big clutch for the team. Class Bane coming out. He's able to see another 2 players. He's going to be able to get a spray with the frenzy.
He doesn't get one in the end. Yep. Gets traded out. I mean, stayed alive, didn't play over aggressive in the end, finds 3s, and so makes it easy for C16 to find Spaghetti. And where the silver player is, he's stuck, getting shock bolted. Brace will take him down in the end. So just like that, the defense team Picks with the pistol round, and UC Davis starting off with the first round.
That's great to see you there. Good opening up first round, but it's at least 4 to 5 rounds in, really, where you can determine where the game is gonna go. But we see some pretty investments. We see the Marshall coming out for the first time in a while, actually. And the Ares light machine gun as well. This is going to be interesting to see what they decide to do as a team, Pierce.
Yeah. I mean, the Marshall, as you see it, I mean, it's always been a great second round buy. I mean, C16 just keeps scoping in and just keeps knocking them down as they peek, playing whack-a-mole with the enemy team. Picks up a 4th kill in the round. C16 reminding everybody why the Marshall is so deadly early on. Takes down light armor, takes down no armor. C16 off to a great start. Already 5-1.
That was absolutely phenomenal, dude.
I mean, he may not want to swap. I mean, all I had to do is sit there from long, pop, 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 and takes down 4. And he's going to buy up some armor, maybe a piece of his abilities there in the end, but he's still going to keep rocking with it. Buy phase will come through. Let's see if he can do more damage. Or just get aggressive as a paranoia comes through.
There, can he get the other kill? No, Blossom takes him out. Oh no, now the Marshall is down. Pierce, dang, man, that was impressive right there.
The
Coming
Jet,
out of C16.
The Jet players apparently just ate their Wheaties today or something, because they're just something else.
Can't wait to see the chat blow up on that one, though. Oh my goodness.
Between Sap, Durag, and C16 right there. Jet players definitely in full force today.
Pushing through slowly, though. Into B, trying to get some type of control. Verticals in the back, able to get Barry kill on the Spaghetti. Defensive, though, comes in for the trade on the Verticals. We still got Barry in the back with the Ares, trying to make something happen. Shotguard's coming out, but it's a 3v3. Fight could be getting planted here any moment. Poise is trying to get the kill. Various takes out Blossom. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a bloodbath here pretty soon.
Yeah. I mean, making it work with the Ares. They're able to find some guns too. Benji trying to stay alive on the bomb site. Has bomb in hand, but only 46 HP. This is so smart. Trying to lurk up on Esperanto, but gets knocked down to 6 HP, so he's going to plant. Should get sprayed through easily. Yeah, Brace takes him down, but Benji made that way too close. That was such a smart play right there. Did not go and plant bomb, because the 2 defensive players are just sitting there waiting for him to plant it. He lurks up, takes down 1, but great reaction, stopping him from getting the 4K on the round. And keeping UC Davis at a 3-0 lead.
They're doing absolutely great right now. Now the op is coming out for C16. I want to see some eyesights on that, man. I mean, if he's going to come out and spray an entire squad.
Where's my collat? And all 5 players are stacking funny. This is going to get dangerous when you're just going to peek the op player like that. I mean, one-way smoke or not, I mean, he still sees the legs, and that'll be all the info he need to get the shots off. But he's going to back up, not play too over-aggressive, and get ready for the imminent push.
Ready, Blossom does go down. Esperanto gets another poise, does fall. Oh my goodness, C16 starting to get ready to pick off some heads.
Spike down A.
Garu, though, is pretty much enough. They all know where he's at. They push him. Esperanto gets the kill. Flawless from the side of UC Davis. Bodies are being shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Jet players. Yeah, all 3 of them popping off tonight. But, I mean, he's getting help from his team, too. I mean, Brace picks off an early first blood to, help, ease the push coming in. Esperanto with the lurk mid. They're just playing in good form right now. They're catching. I don't know, it looks like Csun's default strat is just kind of 4-hitting, 5-hitting everything. I mean, they're gonna send the random player over towards B to lurk, but again, I mean, they're just kind of playing defense a little bit, like they're not gaining much out of mid, and you can see 4 players of the defense from UC Davis sitting there, so I think they're ready to read whatever Csun's gonna throw at them. C16 first blood.
able to get a second onto Poise. C16 is going off with the op. Esperanto sees one. Oh, but gets shut down by Karu.
So funny. At least it heals him, man. You'd be afraid to, throw a fire or a molly in any other game and hit yourself, but no big deal. It's just a little bit of healing, but doesn't help him. Gets out. They knock him down, but in the shots, the sprays, and I think the info gained by UC Davis will tell them if the bomb is still gonna try to go towards B. Yeah, especially with attacking Killjoy coming out, but
Cover going out.
Ace is not gonna move away yet. Neither is C16. He's gonna wait to try to get an op. Yeah, Brace will go and get out of there. They'll regroup. Try to hit it together.
Oh my goodness. Spaghetti gets C16. Great shot. Gets the headshot for slow. Brace is trying to see if he's able to ping one through. They know that they're coming in from pizza now. Various now with the Odin in hand. Trying to get a recon. Get information. Mercicles takes down Spaghetti. Karu, though, takes down Various. Now it is a 1v2. Beefy Bendy knows where he's at.
Destroyed.
You're so hurt. If Smurf wins this, I mean, it would be easy to turn on a car right here, but Smurf has all the time against him. Beefy Benji's just going to barrel stuff him right click with the classic. They get around on the board. I mean, good use of the ultimate. Big kill onto C16. He's going to go and lose that op. It's always interesting. Now, not a lot of players are, opting to pick up that op. They just kill it, and then they either just dump it or just leave it there. It's almost like they don't want to touch it. And it's kind of interesting when we've seen, the past couple of games when a Jet player has any sort of sniper, now C16 showing off that Marshall and the op as well.
Let's go.
It shows how deadly those Jets can be. So I'm surprised more teams aren't trying to pick it up.
A little bit of a playing a little bit passive here at the beginning, but they know where the push is coming from. They're going towards A. Recon get destroyed. Some great molly. Nice round though.
C16 would have fired right there. Oh, Brayson would have find Blossom. So the Empress comes out, but C16 is just having a fun time right now on the bomb site, taking down two. But Blossom finds him in the back. They forgot about Blossom. Empress pop 3 kills, could hunt for an ace.
Nobody's paying attention to the flank here. Blossom's pushing forward. Various Blossom.
Various just shuts him down. Final 2 players are trying to crossfire here. This could work out wonderfully or not work at all, and Smurf gets both. Perfect little bait and switch. And UC Davis is right back at it, 5-1.
That was great shots on Smurfsicles, taking down the last 2 surviving players of Csun. I mean, right now it's 5-1 Bears. It's just kind of a shot. I was thinking more of a cat and mouse game, but I guess that prediction hasn't gone through at all. I mean, it could always come back, right? It's a mouse game at the very end, but right now it's 5-1 in the series, and it looks like Csun is really struggling against UC Davis right now.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, the defensive plays from UC Davis have been on point. The counters have been really, really good by them, and I mean, it just ended up being 5 hits in the end, and there's always enough players for UC Davis just to react to it. I mean, there's no mid here, there's no rotates. It's just, no mid control, no rotates. It's pretty coordinated and pretty easy to figure out. And it gives C16 all the info and ability in the world to get his op shot set up.
Yep. And Various there with the Odin, just straight wall banging. Everybody comes through. Gets Karu, tries to challenge the last survivor, Spaghetti. Now he is hurt. And Esperanto's ready for that run out. He's going to try to save his life, but it is over for Mr. Spaghetti.
Yeah, and this game right now is just giving me San Jose vibes from last season, right? Getting on the defense and just getting round after round after round win. I mean, usually they'd give up, the 1 round or the 2 round, but we're just always so dominant from them on the defense, and then gave them time, to just only need a few rounds on offense to win it and close it out strongly and again. And UC Davis looking exactly like that. C16, 12 kills. Yeah, another Jet player reaching double digits. Op still in hand. It's gonna change it to peek up mid here, but we'll get smoked out.
Toronto did get hit by that.
Yeah, hit by his own teammates on his Fury, I think.
Race knows one's in mid. Drone coming out, getting the information for the teams. Spaghetti's able to knock down another drone coming out now from the offense side. Mercicles is able to take down Poise. Now we're at a 5v4. Both teams only have one ultimate in hand. C16 is starting to get the pick towards mid.
Oh, just looks like a split second off, and Carr takes him down. That's a big pick. I mean, that op is down there. I don't think anyone's going to rush to pick it up, but at least know that sniper presence is down.
That's great, because that's just a lot of pressure off the map in general. Even though sniper presence really is good for locking down lane, definitely just having it off the map in general works. Great job on Esperanto using his fire mollies to heal himself. And oh my gosh, Grace gets 2. Can he get 3? Now see the last one goes
He's
for
gonna
it.
Yeah, the overchow, the confidence chow right there. Spaghetti though whips on the Esperanto and makes it doable. The Killjoy player is way back in spawn. Various with that Odin in hand. We'll take down Spaghetti in the end, but Spaghetti made that difficult. He made that a little bit shaky. I mean, it was a confidence chow from the other player that died to him, but it works out in the end. Barry's going to take that to half. Jump around a little bit, have a little bit of fun. Get the round winning in, so 7-1. Another basically 7-1 start.
This is pretty surprising. All our 3 matches have started off with pretty major leads, dominant leads from one team or another. Right now, being UC Davis coming above last year's stars, Csun. It's been great to see. It's 7-1 right now. C16 sitting at 12-5, 7-8 would be the next player coming up from Csun here. Pushing through, trying to make something happen. They know that, yes, they knew that the jet was going to be up there. Esperanto shoots up, able to tag their jet just a bit. They're waiting for the push. Drones coming out, getting more information here for the team. He's able to get priced. He's going to get pushed. Karu able to get the kill onto Brace. Molly's coming out, and Firewall is out there. They're trying to cut off that push as best as they can, Pierce.
Yeah, I'd love to see UC Davis just flood mid at this point. Just push up to other parts of the map and just start choking them out. I mean, again, it's just another round where not many people sat mid. They're all stat kind of clustered A. You're seeing the Reyna players start to think about rotating over to B, see if she can get any sort of information and, you know, find anything out. But, you know, I mean, if, you know, UC Davis already choked this out, I mean, this round could be over. I mean, if this was like SDSU feeling it on this map, I mean, you'd already be sitting on the second half. But they're giving them space to rotate around and make moves. So
30 seconds left.
I think if you're a Csun fan, this is good. You want to see them, be able to take map control here and get something working before this half is over.
One down.
Able to get Blossom through the wall.
One enemy
I just
remaining.
gotta worry about the Killjoy. Almost gets the other. Various is there for the trade. That was an amazing bait and switch there, Pierce.
Yeah, dives out of the way. Various still is just lugging around the Odin. He doesn't need a Vandal. Doesn't need a Phantom. All he needs is his big Odin with, lots of ammunition in the tank just to be able to spray down enemies. And again, the economy of Csun's just hanging on by a knife's edge. The economy of UC Davis just rock and rolling. 8 half funny. This half is blowing by. We're about to be. It's got 3 rounds left. Oh no, C16. Oh, if he fires, that's another collat. Oh jeez. I want to see more than just a collat one day, man. I want to see a triple, a quad, something. But
That would
highlight
be
something
insane.
there. Poise just got his first kill of the match finally. Be a big necessity if this team wants to make it back in the game.
Through now. C16 knocking down Poise once again. It's a 4v4 situation, ladies and gentlemen. 8-1. C16's absolutely dominant with that op, but gets shut down with Blossom. Karu gets hit in the head by Smurfsicles.
You ready
now
to walk out?
Last player standing.
Oh my goodness.
Spike down B.
I feel like with how various just how like Sova walks with like that Odin, that he'd be perfect for one of like the wide memes, you know, like that was going around with that certain type of music for a while. I feel like somebody just needs to like take a clip of him from this match and just put that music to, because that'd be pretty funny. He just looks like he's just crouch walking, just having to hold on to this big LMG and make do with it. But Blossom finds one in the back, so he'll be able to pop Empress. But now Smurfsicles is ready. 9-1 to UC Davis.
That is absolutely insane. I mean, I've seen Csun lose, but none like this. 9-1, ladies and gentlemen. Only 2 rounds away from the half. And Csun's not looking hot at all. We do need a lot of their players to be stepping up. That would be the biggest thing. I can't even call strategy, to be honest, or, you know, it's not plays, it's just individuals, because once the individuals start popping off, then they can start executing their plays. So right now it's a real feels bad for the side of Csun. They're pushing all towards B. Various is ready with an Odin, takes down D. Recon able to get a couple shock darts on one. Can he get another? Smurfsicles takes down Beefy Benji. Poise able to get Various. Smurfsicles gets a huge 3K, and there we have it. 10-1, Pierce. We're about to be in the half.
And they're always there to back each other up. I mean, Various was having to rotate around like a turret there to try to spray them all down, but Smurfsicles just sat back to sight, knocked them all down. You know, C16 makes work with a shorty. And it's all good. I mean, he's going between the op, the shorty. You know, debate on what's he want to have in his hand, but we'll do that little double op setup. Haven't seen that in a while. I mean, we were kind of getting slow on the op game for a while in general, even wanting to see a single op on the board. Now Esperanza looks like he's picked up one too, and we might just see 2 ops in this round. Watch out, Karu. You might just get shotgunned. We're waiting. C16 sees him. He fires, but
no information for him. We do have a Paranoia come out on Merciful. C16 does get Karu. Spaghetti gets a trade and gets a kill onto Various, now putting it at a 3v4 man advantage in the side of Csun. This might be their round to take now. Otherwise, it's going to be 11-1. They need 10-2 right now.
It's always the final round before the half. The team that just dominate just can't get that one more to round to push them even closer. But I mean, it's not over yet. I mean, there's a run it back on the board. There's a Killjoy ultimate. There's another ultimate. You know, a couple ultimates on the other side. So let's see. Smurfsicles though, aim has just been on point. Blossom goes down. Yeah, we're gonna get a nice retake. Yeah, run it back comes out. Defender Killjoy ultimate comes out. So it's gonna be hectic. Yes, Spaghetti's trying to get out. Will get picked up. Boys can't get anything on the Esperanto. Smurfsicles find Benji. Clinical 3v4 retake. And funny, that is 11-1, basically 2 rounds away after this half from the dub. Smurfsicles lets him go into Esperanto's fire. It's all good, and the half's already over.
Switching sides.
That was absolutely insane. This is crazy, Pierce. We're seeing one of the top performing teams of last season getting taken down by UC Davis. UC Davis did come into the season, though, guns a-blazing. And now, I mean, 11-1, 2 rounds away from closing it out. One of the fastest rounds that I've seen of this week so far. We're starting it off.
Yeah, 11-1 is just insane. All done from the defensive side. Now they have to hop over on the offense. Have a little bit of fun here, man. It's just a pistol round, and you know, post pistol away from just being a straight 13-1. Probably the most dominant match in the league we've seen so far. I mean, we've seen some ones that started off extremely hot, but then the other team comes back. But I mean, UC Davis here already just coming out flying. C16's already rolled 2. I mean, but so that's the thing, though. So many people are already damaged from the side of UC Davis. I mean, you had 3 people with barely any health, but Karu stuck in a 1v3, turned in his way. They're all just going to push him. 12-1 funny map point already.
Match point.
This is an absolute dominance from UC Davis. 12-1. I think that's actually would be the biggest blowout that we've seen, right? I think we've only had one 13-1 in the season, and I think I would compare, stats to see who took the best. But UC Davis is dominating, absolutely destroying Csun at the moment.
Yeah, before the match, UC Davis just made me eat my words. They're like, oh yeah, Csun, think about last season, blah blah blah. Boomer remembering the old times, right? But, yeah, UC Davis is just playing phenomenally. I mean, a 13-1 potentially to start off your first dub in the league has got to be a great feeling. But still a lot of work done. I mean, Beefy, Benji, Karu picking up a couple. Brace able to find one. Various finds one. So it's Benji all alone with a stinger in hand. Bombs getting planted. Some players just dancing in circles. They seem to be having such a fun time. Yeah, they're going to know where Beefy Benji is. So if they work together here, yeah, Bomb's just going to go and rotate out. Solo players hopping around. Might just kill him in the back. I don't know what's going to happen here at this point. Various is just having a good old fun time.
Various is working it. The confidence level is there. He's getting the push. Can he get the kill? Gets the kill! 3K.
Oh my God.
13-1. Absolutely destroyed Csun. I mean, there really wasn't much to commentate. I feel like I wasn't talking as much, or you and I weren't talking as much, and it wasn't. I mean, what else to say? It's 13-1. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the fastest for your last game was the fastest game that we've seen here.
20-30-57.
I mean, shout out to both teams, but Csun, you guys got to go back to the drawing board, my friends. Oh
yeah,
my!
I need to go back and double check, like SDSU's first 2 times playing this map last season, because I mean, this is right up there for one of the fastest match times that we've ever had, and they just seem to come on Ascent. There's something about Ascent just brings fast map times. But yeah, I mean, absolutely, dismantled, dismembered, Csun. I mean, there's no easy way to put it. Probably get flack in chat from any Csun fans for that, but it's just how it played out. I mean, you look at it, 9, 10, 12 first bloods to 2 first bloods. I mean, C16 put on a heck of a performance. 20-9. Smurfsicles had, they honestly all did great in the end. I mean, it looked like it was going to be another solo jet performance, but Smurf, Various, Esperanto, even Braced. I mean, the entire team just did absolute work. 372 combat score for C16, 121 econ rating. Another standout jet performance, but yeah, you're right. Not too much to say in the end. It was just dominant from start to finish. Didn't Csun's offense quite a bit. A lot of just 5 hits, just straight up 5 hits, and that's pretty easy to telegraph in the end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say, Pierce, other than I just hope that they can get their scrims and their coaching staff can help them prepare for the next one. That's pretty much it. Nothing much. Great job again to UC Davis. Congratulations with such a dominant win. 13-1 again, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure, but before we leave, quick shout out to our partners. Shout out to MSI, guys. They are actually partnering with us and paying for all 3 prize pools in the Radiant, Immortals, and Diamond League. So make sure to go check them out. That was very generous of them. And shout out to the title sponsor of the CVL Season 2. As well, guys, make sure to check out HyperX, Cloud Core, headsets, keyboards, whatever. Just check them out, man. They're great. They're great. If you're a student, there's actually a special code for you to get about a 15% discount on any other product. If you want to figure out how, make sure you check the links below, and even hop into the Discord. In our partner channel, we have more information on all of our partners, and HyperX is one of them. So if you guys are looking for more, definitely check them there. TEV, Clear Eye View, providing blue light glasses for you guys. I mean, it's great as us as gamers staring at a screen really just help the endurance of our play and the fatigue that we have to put our bodies through, especially our eyes. Our eyes are really major, so make sure to check them out. They have some great selections on a lot of great pair of glasses. And if you use the Gamers EU code located below, you guys get a nice discount on that. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, if you guys want to be like UC Davis, if you want to be 13-1 in teams, I highly recommend AIM Labs. Many pros, semi-professionals, and collegiate players use that to better their game on a daily basis. And if you want to be just as good or as greater than some of these players, check out AIM Labs, play that a little bit, hop into some Valorant, see your gameplay change. Radiant CG, shout out to them. Stat tracking for you guys on Valorant. So if you guys need to see how you've been doing past couple games with everything, they're the place to be in. Last but not least, Ritual Motion. Learn how to be a whole gamer. Get yourself some compression gloves. Play on another level. And that saying, guys, that does it for us as your casters. I've been Funny Man. You can always catch me on twitch.tv/funnymanlhg. We have been prying on some Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. So if you like another FPS shooter, some Warzone, some high competitive gameplay, and your boy just absolutely snapping with the Thanos Club behind me on some kids, you can actually catch even me and Pierce at times going in and frying people on Warzone. So if you want to see more of us, check us out. Otherwise, we'll be back here on Tuesday.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Been your boy Muted. You can follow me on Twitter at MutedCast and on twitch.tv/MutedPA. Soon we'll be streaming, almost streaming again, but you know, got a 3070 in. Something happened to it a little bit. Not gonna go into that one quite yet, but yep, got to get that situated. But we'll be back streaming soon. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping. Thanks to all our sponsors again, and thanks to all the teams competing tonight. That's gonna be it for the Radiant Conference. We'll be back Thursday with the Immortal Conference, and then you'll see me and Funny next weekend, or I mean, actually, yeah, this weekend for some WCS action. So you'll see us there. But until next time, guys, have a good night, and thanks for stopping by.
Living by the wayside, distant thoughts are getting high. Head was heavy and I'm blurry-eyed. That's all I know. The pace feels fast.